You may have heard people say use vinegar on plants, and immediately that sounds dangerous because vinegar can kill plants if used incorrectly. And when it's used properly, when it's used gently and for the right reasons, vinegar can actually help your plant access nutrients that are already in the soil, especially when growth is struggling for no obvious reason. Today, I'm going to show you three things. I'm going to show you when vinegar helps, when it should never be used, and how it could be used safely in order to support healthier growth. So, what is the first rule? The first rule is to know your soil. Before using vinegar on any plant, we need to understand one thing. Is your soil acidic or alkaline? Because vinegar is acidic. So, adding acid to already acidic soil can cause a lot of damage. So, this step really matters. I'm going to talk about a simple at-home soil test, no tools needed, that you could do. Now, you could do a basic soil test at home using three things: white vinegar, baking soda, and two clean jars. You're going to take two small soil samples. You're going to place each in a separate jar and add a little water to moisten the soil. Now, you're going to add baking soda to one jar and add vinegar to the other jar. What the reaction tells you. So, if the baking soda bubbles, the soil is acidic, and if the vinegar bubbles, the soil is alkaline. And this test doesn't give exact pH numbers, but what it does is it tells you which direction your soil leans, and that's absolutely enough for home gardening decisions. So, which plant likes acidic soil? Some plants need slightly acidic soil in order to grow properly. So, we're talking about blueberries, strawberries, hydrangeas, jasmine, and many ornamental plants. When these plants grow in soil that becomes too alkaline, they can't absorb nutrients properly, even if those nutrients are present. So, here's the real problem. Here's something many gardeners don't realize: most soil already contains iron and minerals, but plants can only use them if the pH is right. So when the soil becomes too alkaline, these three things happen. The iron gets blocked, the magnesium becomes unavailable, and other micronutrients stop moving. So this often shows up as yellow leaves, green veins with pale leaf tissue, and poor growth just in general, especially in new leaves. And this condition is called iron chlorosis. So, why does this happen even in good soil? And one of the biggest reasons soil becomes alkaline over time is irrigation water. So, if your tap water leaves limescale in kettles and feels hard, then regular watering can slowly raise soil pH, even if you prepared the soil correctly right at the beginning. So, the plant isn't lacking nutrients, it just can't access them anymore. So here is where vinegar comes in. Vinegar doesn't feed the plants. What it does is it slightly lowers soil pH, it releases locked nutrients, and it makes iron usable again. That's it. It's a tool. It's not a fertilizer. So which vinegar you can use? You can use white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, or wine vinegar. White vinegar is stronger. Apple cider vinegar is more milder. So for beginners, white vinegar is just fine as long as it's diluted correctly. So here's the safe dilutions. This is the only ratio I recommend: 5 milliliters of vinegar per 1 liter of water. No more and no less. Stronger solutions can burn the roots, kill beneficial microbes, and also shock the plants. So please, always mix well before watering. Now, here's how to use it. The solution is used after normal watering, never on dry soil, and not every time you water. So here's the best approach. You water normally, you wait a day, and then you water once with vinegar solution. This really helps gently adjust pH without any stress. Now, how often should you use it? When it comes to vinegar, less is more. I recommend once a week for 1 to 2 waterings only, then return to normal water. So what you're doing here is you're correcting a condition. You're not permanently acidifying the soil. And here's some improvements you're going to notice. The first sign of success appear in new leaves. So you'll start to notice more even green color, less yellowing, stronger growth, and old yellow leaves may not fully recover fully, but new growth always tells you everything that you need to know. So here's the plants that will benefit most from it: blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, potted roses, and acid-loving ornaments, especially when you grow them in pots or you've watered with hard tap water. Here's some important warnings. Never use vinegar on succulents, cactus, plants that prefer alkaline soil. Never ever use undiluted vinegar and never use it daily because remember, vinegar is a corrective tool, not a routine feed. Healthy growth isn't always about adding more fertilizer. Sometimes the nutrients can already be there, they're just locked away. So, when used carefully, vinegar can unlock nutrients, support recovery, improve growth, but only when the soil and plant actually needs them. So, let me know in the comments, have you ever dealt with yellowing leaves caused by iron deficiency? And what plant are you growing that struggles with hard water? If you enjoy practical strategies and recipes such as this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have an amazing, great day. All the best.